From VTV Channel 6 Studios in downtown Vernal, this is Local Point with your host, Chris Piner.
Welcome to Local Point, sponsored by Ashley Regional Medical Center. On today's show, we'll get an inside look at the current job market and get detailed information on the Veterans Program provided by the Department of Workforce Services. In the VTV studio today is Veterans Representative Brad Anderson. It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
It's always good to have a friend here, too.
Yes.
And off camera, we were just reminiscing a little bit about how long we've known each other. It's just a pleasure to have you here on the set and talk a little bit about what you're doing now. What is the current job market?
Right now, we're still kind of climbing. We're trying to get out of the recession we've been in as far as the numbers of jobs we have listed. When I first started back there about a year ago, we were hovering around 50 or 55 jobs listed with us. And we have worked our way up to right now about 153. Last week we had about 175 jobs. But that kind of pales in comparison to what we had about two and a half years ago. They were 450 jobs because of the oil boom the way it was going, and it was pretty much all oil field related, which it kind of filters down, you know, when you've got the oil field going well.
But that's an interesting measuring stick for our local economy, how many listings there are with Department of Workforce Services.
Yes, it is.
But it's tripled in the time that you've been there, but it's still not what it once was.
Yeah, there's a long way to go.
Right. So does it continue to climb, or are we expecting to see more of
I
those?
think it will.
The
summer it seems to go a little bit better. Now, some of the jobs we have listed right now are our typical every year seasonal jobs, like the Flaming Gorge Resort and the Red Canyon Lodge. They have some of those listed with us up there.
Seasonal.
Yeah. So that'll come and go.
Someone for the summer. Right.
But we're seeing a few oil field jobs picking up a little bit, but it's still pretty meager. We've got a long way to go.
This is an interesting thing to cover, and I know we want to talk about a few other things, but maybe people aren't even aware that they can come to Workforce Services directly for job listings. Is it typical? A lot of people advertise their jobs through Workforce Services, or is it still kind of a hang a sign in the window thing?
There are a lot of them that still do not. You know, you see ads in the paper where they may not be coming through us. We have a pool of job seekers that can tap into that. So it's a good idea for employers to come and bring their job listings to us if they can, because we can bring. Like I say, there's a lot of job seekers that are in our system and have their profiles there and ready, and they come in and start looking for work, and that they pick up a job listing right at the front.
Do you provide services on both sides then, for the person seeking, but also for the person looking for help? And you can help
correct.
Some of that screening process as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, I wanted to go there a little bit with you, but let's
sure.
talk about what your other role is. You wear another hat at Workforce Services and work with the veterans, as we mentioned in the intro. What exactly are you doing there?
As the Veterans Representative, we kind of focus, and I take care of the Vernal Center and the Roosevelt Center for the veterans. And we focus on trying to find work for the veterans, so you help them get employment. First of all, we want to try and get them employable. I teach a series of 4 workshops. We teach resume writing and interviewing skills. We teach job searching using technology. The internet's such a big thing now. A lot of people are putting their applications online and things like that. And we teach them how to help. We help them identify their employable skills. And so everyone's welcome to that. It's not just for veterans, but everyone is welcome to come to those. They're every Tuesday.
But your emphasis is working with the veterans.
My emphasis is on the veterans and trying to get them in a position where they can be employable, and then to help them retain employment.
And are there certain benefits for an employer in hiring a veteran?
There are. In fact, if you'll give me a second, I can't remember them all, so I'm just going to read them. Is that all right?
Well, you know what? Maybe that's a good question to save for after the break, because we're just coming to the end of this segment. But and off the top of my head, happened to ask you the question that you had right there prepared.
Yeah,
so
I brought it.
We'll come back to that,
and
so there are. Then that was a good question.
Yeah.
There are some benefits for that, and I want to talk about some of the other things that you can do for the veterans and for any of the veterans that are in our audience. Why you're going to want to listen listen for this second segment. All right, good tease over the next piece. We'll return after this word from Ashley Regional Medical Center.
Ashley Regional Medical Center is committed to bringing you the latest advances in technology right here in the Basin. The radiology department at Ashley Regional, along with radiologist Dr. David Perry, now offers laser vein therapy. This new therapy can reduce unsightly varicose veins, help with leg pain, and even reduce restless leg syndrome, and requires a minimum amount of your time. Stop hiding your legs and call Ashley Regional today at 621-6465 for more information.
Ashley Regional Medical Center.
Welcome back to Local Point. Today we're visiting with Brad Anderson from the Department of Workforce Services, talking about the local job market and his specific role as the Veterans Representative. Is that the right title?
That's correct.
And I had asked you just before the break, because we were talking about some of the things that you do for veterans, are there benefits for the employer? Why should someone hire a veteran if they can? And you were about to answer that question. Let's go right back to that.
And if you'll bear with me, I'm going to read through these because, like I said, I don't remember all of them.
That's all right.
This is a list of 10 reasons to hire veterans. Is number one, accelerated learning curve. And I'm not going to go into the details with them. I'd like, if employers want to come and pick this up, I've got a copy of it. I can email them, whatever we want to do. Leadership.
Now, can I ask you on that?
Sure.
On an accelerated learning curve, meaning veterans tend to be faster at picking up new things?
Yes.
Is that?
And a lot of this is based on their training. Between basic training
from their
and
military training, there's great
exactly.
application to the job market.
Right.
Apply those same. Okay. All
Exactly.
right. All right. I won't interrupt you.
That's
Every
okay.
time.
That's all right.
Every now and then.
Leadership, teamwork, diversity and inclusion in action, efficient performance under pressure, respect for procedures, technology and globalization, integrity, conscious of health and safety standards, and triumph over adversity. And a lot of these things they learn because they've been through a lot of the things, with the basic training, the technical schools they go to, the leadership training they have, the on-the-job training they have, and the discipline they learn from all of those.
As you read through that list, it sounds like what the things that embody a veteran. But there's some good practical reasons. They've been through training that the civilian hasn't had. So that's a very interesting point.
Yeah.
Very good thing. All right. Well, some other services for veterans. When I think of veterans, I have a couple of friends that are, and they always talk about the VA and talking to VA representatives. Is that you?
No, I'm the veterans representative, and as such, I take care of. I focus on the veterans, trying to employ the veterans and get them employable. The VA, the Veterans Administration representatives, we have one from the American Legion and one from the Veterans of Foreign Wars that come out, and they each come out once a month. It's on a Tuesday at 9 a.m., 9 to 10 a.m. They're in our office.
All right.
And then I think they're 11 to 12 in the Vernal office.
There's a difference, though, but they do come out as well, so our veterans are serviced here.
Yes, and that what they can get there is they can learn a little bit about their benefits, how to apply for benefits, medical benefits, or whatever they might be interested in.
Right.
And then we have a mobile center.
Now, I think I know what this is. I might. I saw a big, like a van,
like
almost
an RV.
a bus, RV, yeah. And it said veterans on the side. Is that what this is? This mobile?
The Mobile Veterans Center, and what they do is they have two counselors on board that come out, and they will do counseling for service-connected post-traumatic stress syndrome. They'll do counseling with marriage, loss of loved ones, or whatever the case might be. There's
anything
some counseling
that would warrant
available.
some form of counseling.
Correct. And they have some private counseling rooms right there in the center, and they come out once a month.
And this is another benefit for veterans?
Yes,
or is there a cost involved?
No
or
cost.
It's not? Okay.
No, it's free to the
But
veterans.
I cut you off. You said they come out once a month?
They come out once a month, about the third week, somewhere around the 19th, 20th. I think they're here generally on a Tuesday.
Do they drive into Workforce Services?
Yes, they do. They're parked right in our parking lot.
All right.
And it's hard to miss. When
It
you come
is.
in,
It's
you'll know
very
where it is.
visible.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that as well. So.
That's a very good service. I was really impressed with that. They only started this program here in Vernal. Probably this is the third month I think they've been out here, and it's been very good. They've seen a number of veterans, and
So more
the
of them are
veterans have
hearing
come
about
in
it.
and told me that they've been
Right.
Been very pleased with the services.
You're not going to believe that we're out of time. If in 10 seconds, if you were just to speak out to the veterans watching our show and tell them about something else that you do or that you can do for them, what would it be?
I think the main thing is I would like to see as many veterans come in and see me as possible. Come into the front desk and let them know, identify yourself as a veteran, and they will direct you to me, and we can show you some of the programs that we have and some of the things that I can help you with. So,
well, and I know this guy. It's good to know that Brad Anderson's working for you. It's great to have you back on
Thank
Local
you.
Point, Brad.
Thanks,
And maybe
Chris. Nice
we'll
to see
have you again.
All right, love to
All
do
right.
it.
Well, thank you for watching Local Point. We hope you'll join us again next time.